Hi guys, in this video I will show you how to maintain different environments for a single project. Like, so we have three different environments for every project. So the first one is the development environment. So let me show you the screen. So here, as you can see, we have three different environments. So first one is the development environment, in which developers build all the features that are required from the project, and they will test the features. So, and the second environment is the user acceptance testing. So here all the testers and stakeholders will test the application, which all the testers will test all the features developed by development team. So first, developers will build the features that are required by the project. After that, they will inform the testing team to test the features that these developers build. So after developers build the feature, they will push the features from development environment to user acceptance environment, like UAT, so which is for testing environment. So testing team will test all the features developed by developers and let them know whether any bugs are there or not. So if any bugs are there, they will inform them to fix that. So after that, the final environment is the production environment, which is for end users. So in this video, I will show you how to maintain different environments for a single project. So let's get started. So first of all, let me open command prompt. So from here, I'm going to create a React project by using Vite. So to create a React project using Vite, we can simply write this command: npm create Vite. So after that, it will ask us to name our project. So first, it is asking create Vite. So simply enter Y and click on enter. So after that, it is asking us to name our project. So I'm going to name it as, so let's name it as food app. You can give whatever name you want. So I'm going to give it as food app. So now it is asking which framework do you want to use. So I'm going to use React, and then I'm going to use JavaScript. After that, we can simply go to this project by using this cd command. So cd stands for change directory and our project name, which is food app. Now we are in our food app folder. So here we need to enter npm install. So after that, it will install all the packages which are required for our food app project. So let me click on enter. So now all the packages will going to be installed inside our food app project. So these packages are needed to run our food app project. So just wait, it is getting installed. So now all the packages are successfully installed. So now to run our project, we can simply use this command called npm run dev. So now let me enter npm run dev. So now, as you can see, our project is running in this port number 5173. So this is the default port number which is used by Vite. So now simply go to Chrome and type localhost 5173, or you can simply click on control. Simply click control plus click here. So after that, as you can see, it is our project successfully got opened in Chrome. So, and this is the output from the Vite. So by default, this page will come from the Vite. So now let's open our project in VS Code. So for that, now let me stop this server by using Control C. So after clicking on Control C, as you can see, our project got stopped. Now I want to open this project in VS Code by using this command code space dot. After that, our project will be opened in VS Code. Now as you can see, our project is successfully got opened in VS Code. So now I want to push this code to GitHub. So for that, simply go to GitHub. Simply go to Chrome and type GitHub. Sorry, not this. GitHub. So if you don't have an account, create one. So since I have already created an account and logged in, I'm getting this interface. So if you have created a new account, you will also get an interface like this. So from here, you need to create a repository. So simply click on create repository and give a name for our repository. So I'm going to give it as food app. So after that, it is asking choose visibility. I'm going to keep it as public, and that's it. I'm going to create this create repository. So after that, as you can see, our repository has successfully created, and we got a link for our GitHub repository, which is this one. So I'm going to copy this. So to this GitHub repository, I'm going to push all my files which are inside this GitHub folder. So now simply go to command prompt. So to initialize a Git inside our project, you can simply write this command git init, which stands for initialize. So I'm going to click on enter. So now as you can see, it is saying initialize the empty Git repository inside our food app project. So after that, we need to link this GitHub repository to our food app folder, which is this. So for that, we need to add git. We need to write this command git remote add origin, and after this origin, we need to paste the link that we have copied from the GitHub website, which is this one. So I'm going to paste that here. So after that, this GitHub repo is successfully linked to our project. So after that, we need to add all these files to this repository. So for that, we need to write the command called git add and then space dot. So by writing this dot, all the files which are inside our footer folder will be pushed to our GitHub repository. Will be added to the GitHub repository. Now all the files are successfully added. So after that, we need to write this command git commit -m, which stands for message. So here you need to write the message inside inverted commas. So I'm going to write the commit message as added new files. So after that, simply click on enter. So now all the files are successfully added. Here as you can see, it is saying 13 files changed. So after that, we need to push. So for pushing, we need to use this command called git push. So as you can see, after that, it is asking us to push the current branch and set the remote as upstream. So I'm going to make my base branch as master, which is this one. So simply copy this and paste it here. So after that, all these files will be added to our GitHub repository. So as you can see, it is saying that remote permission to. Okay, currently the branch that I have created and the Git account I am using are different. So I need to I need permission from this. I need permission from this GitHub repository to my Git account. So for that, I can simply go to settings and then collaborators. So currently I have two GitHub account, guys. So this account and here I'm using are different. So I don't have access to push all these files to this GitHub repository owned by Patience Coder. So I need to add my another branch as a collaborator for this branch. Otherwise, I cannot able to push the files. So here I need to add a collaborator by clicking on this add people. So here I'm going to give access to my another account. Here I'm going to type my email and then I'm going to add my another account as a collaborator for this branch. So now I can able to push. So now if I copy this command and entered here, sorry, not this one, only this command. So now if I enter, now all the files will be added. Still showing as permission to patients for I need to have one thing. Okay guys, let me. Okay, I need to accept this invitation. So I need to log into my another account. Just wait, guys. So this is my another account, guys. So here, as you can see, I got an invitation from this patients quarter slash food app. So here I need to accept this invitation in order to push files to the food app repository. So now I can able to push all of my these files to this GitHub repo. So here as you can see, right now we don't have any files. Now if I enter this command again, now all the files will be successfully pushed. So now as you can see, all the files are successfully pushed to this GitHub repository. So now if I click on this refresh button, all those files will be added. See, all those files are added. So currently our base branch is this one, master branch. So we are going to create three branches. So one for development branch, and second one is for testing branch, and third one is for production branch. So to create different branches, you can simply go to VS Code, and from here, as you can see, currently we are in master branch. So I'm going to create a branch called dev. So here, simply click on this master, and after that you will get an interface like this. So from here, simply click on create new branch. So here, after that, as you can see, it is asking us to name. It is asking us to name for our branch. So I'm going to name it as dev. After that, simply click on enter. So after that, simply click on this GitHub icon and simply publish this branch to this repository. So currently, as you can see, if I click on this master, as you can see, we are only having one branch. See master. So now, after if I click on this publish branch, just wait. So now, if I go to Chrome and click on refresh, so now if I click on this again, as you can see, we got dev branch. So we are going to use this dev branch for our development environment. So now let me create another branch called UAT. So for that, as you can see, currently we are in dev branch. So if you want to go to master branch again, you can simply click on this dev and simply click on this master. Also, so if you want to use GitHub commands for this switching branches, you can simply go to command prompt. So as you can see, currently we are in master branch, right? So you know how to switch to dev branch from here. So from here, simply click on this and click on this dev branch. As you can see, now we have successfully switched to dev branch. So, but what if you want to use GitHub commands to switch from one branch to another branch? So currently we are in dev branch, right? Now I want to go to master branch by using git commands. So for that, you can simply click on this command prompt and simply click git checkout, and then you can simply write the branch that you want to switch. So I'm going to enter master here. So currently, as you can see, we are in dev branch here, right? Now if I click on enter here, as you can see, we have successfully switched to branch master. Now if you go to VS Code, as you can see, the current branch is successfully changed from dev to master. So if you want to use it to git commands, please try to use commands, guys, so that you can simply know which command to use. So by using this, we can able to remember all the GitHub commands. So if you are already know all the commands, you can simply use this VS Code to switch to new branches, to switch branches. So now we have successfully created dev branch, right? Now let's create a branch called UAT. So to create a new branch from VS Code, you can simply click on this create new branch, right? But if you want to create a new branch by using git command, you can simply go to command prompt, and from here simply click on git checkout, simply enter git checkout and -b, and then the branch name. So I'm going to give another branch called UAT. Now by writing this command, a UAT branch will be created, and we are automatically get switched to that UAT branch. So currently, as you can see, we are in master branch, right? Now if I click on enter here, as you can see, switch it to a new branch UAT. So UAT branch is successfully created, and we are already switch it to that UAT branch. Now if I open VS Code, as you can see, we are in UAT branch. Now let me publish this branch to this repository. So currently, as you can see, we are only having master and dev, right? Now if I publish this branch, now, if I click on refresh here, that UAT branch will come to this repository. Now, if I click on this, as you can see, UAT branch is successfully created. Now, let me create another branch called dev. No, sorry, not dev, prod, which is for endeavors. Now, let me click on enter. Now, we are in prod branch. So, simply publish this branch and simply go to GitHub and click on refresh. Now we are going to see that prod branch as well. So here as you can see we got prod branch. So now let me deploy let me deploy this dev prod and UAT branches using Netlify. So simply go to a new tab and type Netlify. So Netlify is for hosting, guys. So currently this project will only be visible to me. So if you want to deploy our project to the world, you need a hosting website to host your project. So Netlify is one of the hosting platform to host your project. So let me log into my account. So you can log in through your GitHub. Since I have already linked my GitHub, it automatically get opened. So simply log in with your GitHub account. So after that, go to this project section. So from here, simply click on this import from Git. So after that, as you can see, it is showing different hosting platforms, which are GitHub, GitLab, Bitbucket, and Azure Devops. So since we have deployed our project to GitHub, I'm going to use this GitHub. So after clicking on this GitHub, we can able to see all the repositories which are inside our GitHub account. Now, as you can see, Netlify successfully able to authorize our GitHub account. Now, as you can see, we got our food app project, which is inside our GitHub repo here. See, as you can see, this repo is successfully imported here. Now, I'm going to click on this food app. So after that, we need we need to have a project name, right? So I'm going to give the name as food app dev. So I'm going to deploy dev environment. So as you can see, it is saying project name is not available. So I'm going to write another V. This one is also not there. Okay, this one is available. So after that, as you can see, it is asking us to which branch you want to deploy. Since we have a branch for development which is dev, I'm going to give it as dev here. As you can see, we got all the branches which are inside our repository. Which one is this? So first I'm going to create development environment. So I'm going to select dev branch here. So after that, so that's it. After that, you can simply click on this deploy button. After that, you can everyone in the internet can able to see your project. So as you can see here, it is saying project deploy in progress. So just wait, it will be completed within 2 minutes. So now as you can see, our project is successfully got deployed and the name of our project is this one, food app dev.netlify.app. Simply copy this, and if I entered that here, as you can see, our project which is this is successfully got deployed in the internet. So even if you entered this project URL, you can able to see this output. So now we have successfully created development environment for our project. Now let's create testing environment for our project. So for that, simply go to this project section again and simply click on this add new project, and simply click on this import an existing project, and from here click on GitHub and then select the repository which you want. So I'm going to click on this food app. So after that, I'm going to give it a name like food app UAT. So this name is available. After that, we need to have UAT branch for this food app UAT. So here we need to select UAT and then click on this deploy food app UAT. Just wait, it will take some time to deploy. So now as you can see, our another branch UAT also got an unique link. So you can simply copy this and paste it here to view the output. Now as you can see, this one we have also created testing environment as well. Now create another environment for production. So for that, simply go to Netlify and go to projects and then click on add new project and then import an existing project and select GitHub and select the repository which you want. So I'm going to select the food app repository which I have created, and then I'm going to give the name as food hyphen app and then prod. This one is for production, and then simply select the branch which is this one prod, and then click on this deploy food app. After that, just wait. So now as you can see, we have successfully created an environment for our production as well. So if I copy this and paste it here, as you can see, we have successfully able to see the output, right? So this is the dev environment, and this is the UAT environment, and this is the production environment. So now I want to, so this is not the output that we want in our food app, right? So here I'm going to replace this wheat plus react content with a small search bar. Okay, so treat that as a small feature which is assigned to you by our team lead. So for that, this is the local host. So I'm going to open the code. So from here, I'm going to create. So here, let me go to dev branch. So from here, if I go to this app.jsx, let me close this window. So here, instead of this, instead of instead of all of this content, so if I remove this and go to the local host and click on refresh, as you can see, it is saying this site cannot be reached. Okay, we are not running our project as. Let me run it by using npm run dev command. So now if I go to Chrome, as you can see, now we don't have any content, right? So now here I'm going to add an input with placeholder, enter your favorite recipe. So here I'm going to use an input tag with a placeholder, enter your favorite recipe. So now if I go to Chrome, as you can see, we got the input here. So now I want to deploy this. So this is the feature which I have built. So I'm going to build it. I'm going to push this to this dev environment. So currently, if I click on refresh, as you can see, where we can only able to see the default page which is given by Beat. But I want to replace this content with this input. So for that, we need to push our new change, which is this input, to our GitHub repository, which is this one. So currently we are in master branch, but we need to click on dev branch since we are going to push the new changes to dev environment. So as you can see, if I go to, so I made some changes inside this app.jsx, right? So currently as you can see, we have all of this content, but here in the VS Code we don't have that one, right? See, this one is also app.jsx, and this one is also app.jsx. So as we have not pushed our new changes to the GitHub repository, still this content is there. So now we need to push this new change. For that, you can simply click on this GitHub icon, and you can write a message like whatever you want. So I'm going, since I have added input tag here, I'm going to add a message like added input tag, added input to search a food item. Now if I click on this commit and click on S, and then simply click on sync changes and then click on OK. So now these changes will be going to this dev branch. So if I click on refresh, this content will be replaced with this input tag. So let me click on refresh. So if I click on refresh, as you can see, all that content is replaced with this input tag. So now Netlify can able to identify these changes and update this dev environment. So if I go to Netlify, so we have pushed our changes to dev environment, right? And we have given, let me go to projects. So this one is our URL for the dev environment, right? Simply click on this food app dev and go to deploy section. So here, as you can see, the commit message that we have given added input is successfully received by this Netlify. So whenever you make changes and push that to GitHub repo, this Netlify can able to identify that and can able to update the changes that we did. So this is food app dev.netlify.app, right? Which is this one. As you can see, currently this content is not replaced with this content. Now, if I click on this refresh, just wait. As you can see, our content is successfully replaced with input tag, which I have given it inside our app.jsx file. Now, if I go to UAT, as you can see, even after clicking on refresh, still the default page which is given by Wheat is there because currently, see, this is dev branch, right? So if I go to UAT branch, see the app.jsx code is still the default code which is given by Beat. Now I want to push my dev changes to this UAT branch. So for that we can simply go to pull requests and simply click on this new pull request, and from here I want to merge my dev branch changes to UAT branch changes. So by merging those changes, this UAT this UAT webs this UAT environment will also get be changed with the latest changes that we did in this dev environment. So simply go to this GitHub, and from here we need to select the branch that you want to merge. So here I'm going to select dev branch. So I'm going to merge my dev branch changes with to UAT. So here you need to select the branch that you want to merge the changes. So here I'm going to select UAT. So now all the changes that are in dev environment will be pushed to this UAT environment as well. So for that, you can simply click on this create pull request button. Click on this. After that, you need to add a message. So I'm going to add a relevant message like merged from dev to UAT. Now all the changes that we did in development environment will be successfully pushed to this UAT environment. Sorry, branch. All the changes that we have in dev branch will be pushed to this UAT branch as well after creating this pull request. Now we need to create pull request. So pull request is nothing but a small feature, like, so if you are assigned to a new task, you will first write the code, right? So after fixed the code, you need to raise a pull request so that every developer can able to see what you did. So now as you can see, we have one pull request that I have raised, which is this one. So now we need to merge this pull request with UAT branch. So if I click on this merge pull request and click on this confirm merge, now the changes will be affected in this UAT environment as well. So now if I go to code, so currently we are in master branch. Let me click on this UAT branch. Let me open app.jsxl, which is inside this source folder, app.jsx. So now as you can see, our UAT branch is also got replaced with the content that we have did, which is input tag. So now let me go to Netlify. Now we have pushed the changes to UAT environment, right? So for the UAT environment, this one is the our site URL. So simply go to deploys. Just wait, guys. So here, as you can see, we got the message which is merged from dev into UAT. Also, our project successfully got deployed. Now this content will be replaced with this content if I click on this refresh. Now if I click on refresh, as you can see, our new page is successfully got replaced inside this UAT environment. Now if I go to production environment, so as you can see, even after clicking refresh, this production environment is not getting changed because we have not pushed our changes to production environment. So as you can see, the production environment is not getting changed, right? So here in this UAT environment, all the testers will test our application. So currently, as you can see, we only have input tag because I'm not going to create any project right now, guys. I just want you to let you know that how different environment will work. So in the real world, this in the UAT environment, there is so many features. So in this environment, all the testers will test the features that are developed by the developers. So after testing, they will inform all the bugs to the development team, and development team will fix those bugs. So if everything works fine in the UAT environment, then they will push all the UAT changes to the production environment. So here now I'm going to push this UAT changes to this production environment. So for that, simply go to deployment, go to GitHub, and simply click on this pull requests. So before that, let me show you the code which is inside this prod branch. So let me go to prod branch, and if I go to source folder and let me click on this app.jsx. So here, as you can see, still we have the code that is given by Wheat by default. So if you feel every feature is working in testing environment, you are good to go to push all the changes to production environment. So now I need to raise a pull request for updating. So let me click on this new pull request. So I'm going to push all my UAT changes to production. So here I need to select the branch from branch. So I'm going to push the changes from from UAT. So here you need to select prod. So as you can see, we are pushing all the changes from UAT branch to production branch. So I'm going to raise a pull request. So here I'm going to enter a message like merged from UAT to prod, and then I can raise a pull request. So after raising the pull request, either team lead or manager will review our PR, and then they can able to merge the pull request. So now if I click on this merge pull request, just wait guys, it is checking some checks. It is saying some checks have not completed it. So now currently GitHub is reviewing whether all the changes are valid or not. Just wait. So after this are analyzed, now as you can see, we can this merge pull request button is enabled. Now if I click on this merge pull request, all the changes from UAT will be pushed to production. Just wait. Just wait guys. So now let me click on this merge pull request button and then confirm this. So now as you can see, it is saying merged. So now if I go to code and if I go to production on production branch, and if I go to source folder, and if I go to this app.jsx, as you can see now our app.jsx is successfully replaced. So if you go to pull request, you can see all the pull requests. So as you can see, we have two closer pull requests because we have raised two pull requests, right? First we have merged from development branch to testing branch, and which I have raised a pull request, and this one is from UAT to prod. So here as you can able to see all the pull requests which are in closed or open. So open means we have not merged yet, which are in pending state that are needs to be reviewed by either team lead or manager. And this closed pull requests are the pull requests which are already reviewed and successfully got closed and merged to the base branch. So now if I go to Netlify and go to projects, So this is the URL for our production environment, right? Food app prod. So if I go to click on this and go to deploys, as you can see, it is successfully got published. Now if I go to production URL, which is this, if I click on refresh, this content will get replaced. As you can see, our production URL is also changed with the new features. So first we have developers will build and push the changes to development environment. So here all the developers will test their application, and if it works fine, they will push this development changes to UAT changes. So here in this testing environment, all the testers and stakeholders will test and let the developers know whether if there are bugs or not. So if everything works fine, and they will push all these changes to production environment. This is the final environment which is for end users. So this is how different environments will work, guys. So if you want to know how how a team will work on GitHub, like in a single project, just let me know in the comments so that I will make a new video on that, like how a team will work on a single repository. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.